Hello and welcome to another edition of This or That with Kobe and Cap. Valentine's edition.
Yup, we have two of us on the stage. We got everything all lit up with the fancy pink lights. It's a match made in heaven.
All right, I don't want to have any regrets in 2020, so I need to ask you one question before we start. Will you be my Valentine?
I would be honored to be your Valentine, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead
Slide number
and
one.
embrace our
Hell
Valentine's
yeah.
gifts.
Sadder breakup, double lift in CLG or sneaky in Cloud9. This one was so long ago, and then Double Lift found a really good relationship with TSM that lasted a while before he broke up again. So I have to say this one because the fresh ones hurt. It takes you a while to get over a breakup.
Time heals all wounds. The clock has been cranking on this one for a while now. As you already said, he also got himself a rebound with TSM. Sneaky's over here. We still don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, he just knows what's going on.
Fresh. He probably still listened to some sad breakup music in his room and everything. I'm gonna go with that.
All right, next slide. More excited, Cloud9 fans or Team Liquid fans because Broxa is getting here. Now, Cloud9 is ruling the league, but I think Team Liquid fans have to be more excited because they've been starting to panic. When he's not here, you're like, okay, you know, we don't have our real jungler, so we'll drop a couple games, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Whoa,
Maybe
they're
one or
tied
two.
for second to last, 2 and 4 right now. They need Broxa now.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and vote the opposite because to me, this is a matter of could we be happy versus are we happy?
This is that nervous excited where you're like,
Yeah. This one is you're gonna ask the girl that you got a thing for out and you hope she says yes. Brox is the girl, she's coming over now, she's super cool. This one is you're already going on the date and it's going awesome. Like Cloud9's relationship with the LCS is running smooth right now. I am voting for this.
All right, next slide. More romantic.
All right, giving your mid the second blue, which this might explain why I'm single because I never do that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Leaving pink ward for I do this sometimes for my top laner when he's playing against something like Orrin that I feel like, man, I should just gank somewhere else. This guy's gonna scale anyway, but I have to keep my top laner happy, right? I gotta do something. So I just buy a control ward, throw it up there and say, okay, see you at 25 minutes, go and gank the other lanes instead. We're going back bottom.
yeah. Maybe it's because we're just old and jaded junglers that shouldn't be dating anymore.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. No blue buffs have been given over. I will, if they come over at the right time, I'll let them have it. But I don't.
I will
I don't make a point to like not do the blue buff and save it for them in solo queue anymore.
So here's my philosophy for all you solo queue junglers out there. If your mid laner's doing bad, don't give it to him because he's just gonna int it away. If your mid laner's doing good, man, what a player. He don't even need this thing.
yeah.
Okay, either way, you're set up for success. Let's go next.
Next slide. Better words to whisper to TSM fans.
Top jungle synergy or proactive
It's gotta be this.
mid-game. I'm
It's
going
gotta
with
be-
that.
it's gotta be that.
It's called that, yeah. We're going with that. I'm not giving you a break just because it's Valentine's Day. We gotta get this terminology right. But that one, to me, remember TSM when they were having a shaky start of the split here, people were saying, man, they're getting these great leads, but then what happens to the leads?
It's got to be that.
That's what happens to the leads. We're going with that.
No question. Next slide.
All right, better bromance, Broken Blade and Closer, or Core JJ and Crown.
I really like this duo. I know not a lot of people would say that slide, but I really like their episode of duos. So if you haven't seen it, then you'd be like, what? Why? What is that? I mean, Broken Blade killed Closer in the last game.
You kind of had to. They were on opposite teams in the same game. It's sort of what you do.
So
Game with League of Legends, bro. That's how League of Legends works.
I have to say, Core JJ has never killed Crown. That's just saying.
Okay, so that's his evidence.
I'm going with that.
I'm gonna go with this one because I think it's especially cool that these guys, they both came in from one of the emerging regions. They're both finding success here on different squads in the LCS. Plus, Closer's interview where they talked about going up against Broken Blade and how that's gonna be a thing that Broken Blade just teases him for from now on and he's gotta get his chance for revenge.
Yeah.
That's the kind of wholesome, I'm gonna bop you back story that I like to hear.
That's true.
I'm going with this one.
Go watch duos, by the way. Next slide. Roses are red, violets are blue, ...
Cloud9 will win or Cloud9 will lose.
I'm gonna say they're gonna win. So I do think that TSM are their strongest competition right now. I'm very happy that TSM looks so much better than week one. They're proactive, they're lane swapping, they got Kiana topside, they're putting Set in the jungle. showing a lot of versatility, but Cloud9 are still going to win.
Yeah, this one feels like it's almost a setup because one slide rhymes and the other one doesn't. They're trying to use poetry against us. Well, guess what, Kobe? I used to sleep a lot in poetry class, so I'm going to vote for this one. I think Cloud9 looks like they are in a league of their own right now against the other competition in the LCS. TSM, while they're looking better, they're still not climbing all the way up the stairs to deal with these guys. Cloud9's gonna win. Rhyme.
All right, next slide. Sexier TSM ban. Is it Kiana or Orrin? What?
It's like, what should you ban against them?
Okay.
Should you ban the Kiana or ban the Orrin? So I am gonna go ahead on record and say that I think that is gonna be the better ban because Orrin is just an insane champion. He gives you so much value in his passive item upgrades. I talk about it every single time I'm casting him. That Abyssal Mask on its own is worth almost 2,000 gold. The screen.
All you care about is money. He's a gold digger. We're done.
It's Valentine's Day, bro. If I'm paying, I better be getting my 1,800 gold off coupon at the restaurant. It's Orrin.
Fair enough. I was really happy to see the Kiana top. That made the game really fun for me to watch. So I would say, throw your bans at Orrin too. Kiana through. Next slide.
Different reasons, same conclusion.
All right, whose LCS relationship changed the most from week 1? TSM or Dignitas?
This is very similar, but opposite trajectories.
Yeah. TSM, happy story. Dignitas, not so much.
Yeah.
And also, they played each other, so they messed up each other's relationships somehow. TSM kind of stole LCS girlfriend away from Dig by beating them.
Okay. This analogy was shaky at the start, but I'm with you now. I'm following you. So which one are you voting for then?
I gotta go with the success story right now, which is TSM that's on the upswing. Dig started strong. They had some bad drafts. They also had some bad plays in a couple of their games racking up. I still think they'll bounce back and be at the top of the rankings, but right now I gotta go with TSM.
See, I can see that, but I'm gonna say Dignitas because I think a lot of teams come in and if they're shaky in the first week or so, you can write that off, not just as a meme of, oh, it's okay, we'll scale, but saying, yeah, week 1's always gonna have some troubles, we'll get better. But when you come in hot, when you come in swinging, when you're breaking people's expectations, starting off with the 2-0 and everybody's excited for you, only to then trip over it and have the air let out of your tires.
Think that's a bigger change?
I do think it's a bigger change, and I think it has more of an impact on your mental because it's something that is just not welcome or expected whatsoever when you're off to that great start. I'm gonna vote Dignitas. I hope they can get it back.
I think they'll fix it up. Next slide. Will Broxa fix Team Liquid's broken heart? We had an earlier slide about Broxa, so I don't think that he is instantly going to return Team Liquid to the top. They have too many problems right now. People are really focused on Surenfire and kind of brushing off a lot of the other issues that also exist. Surenfire is definitely not working out great for them, but they also have issues in the bottom lane and with the rest of the map trying to allocate lanes later. So I would say that it depends on how we're interpreting this and how far you're gonna go with it.
Well, you gotta interpret something.
Things are gonna get better. So I guess just getting better is fixing your broken heart. So I'll go.
It's a road to recovery.
Exactly. Things aren't gonna be perfect, but you'll be better.
I gotta agree, I'm voting this as well. I think that, like you say, there's a whole lot of things going on now with Team Liquid, but I think one of the underlying issues is the fact that any sort of changes you make to try to rectify those problems, you still feel like, well, how's that gonna work once Broxa gets here though? What does this look like once we're using our real intended roster? And once you get Broxa, now you've got the foundation for building the healthy relationship. That's what we need to have,
Love yourself first.
Yes, exactly. Love yourself and your jungler first and foremost, and that is how he's gonna fix his problem.
Next slide. More beautiful. Red buff or blue buff? Red buff, no contest.
Every single
Health
time.
regeneration, you can burn them down. Half the time, your mid laner's gonna steal away this one anyways.
Mid laner steals out. Skarner doesn't even need that. Your Spires give you unlimited damage.
A lot of champions don't need this anymore because the talisman got buffed for so much mana regeneration in the jungle. It's gotta be red buff.
Red buff, I will love you forever.
You can go level 2 gank off a red buff. You can't go level 2 ganking somebody with a blue buff. What is that gonna do?
It's gonna get you a lot of question mark pings is what it's gonna get you. They're like, what is Jarvan doing? Go back into your jungle, get the buff you want.
All right, thank you. That's gonna do it for this episode. Join us for the LCS this weekend.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and don't forget Academy Rush on Friday as well. Tune in. Happy Valentine's Day.